Views and opinions expressed in this program are not necessarily those of its host, Urban Arts Enterprise, its advertisers, or affiliates, and are those of the speakers and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of any entities that they represent. What up, y'all? It's your boy, Brian Forbes. We are live on a Tuesday, 7 o'clock. Like clockwork, we doing what we do, doing what we're supposed to do, doing what I have decided is good work out here in this game, you dig. Linda Sanders, how are you? Thank you for coming through as usual. See, I got certain folks I could depend on. You know, it's funny how over time I have people who come and people who go, and some folks stick around and some folks don't, and that's fine. I consistency is a very difficult thing to maintain. And then again, sometimes it makes me wonder, did I say something that offended you? Did I do something that you didn't like? No, I'm kidding. Because I'm not going not too much worry about those sorts of things, only because when I do this show, I do it in my truth. Really? I do it in my truth, and my truth, I try and keep it as close to reality and facts as absolutely possible. And we're going to talk about a little bit of that today. Big brother Bruce is in the building. I see you. What's happening, King? Starnia Lamar, what's up? So last week I had a couple of little issues, technical stuff, that happens sometimes. But it's not supposed to happen in the home studio, only in the mobile studio. But y'all forgive me for that. Magnolia Crescent Orchards, how are you? Very good to see you coming through. I still have not tried your wine. I'm not going to apologize for that. First, I want to thank you because I do appreciate it. However, I'm not going to apologize only because when I cherish things like that, I tend not to use them. I have one of my daughters brought me a very expensive bottle of cognac back from Europe once, and she asked me and she brought me some real absinthe. If you don't know what absinthe is, for those of you who don't know, you need to check that out. Anyway, she brought me some real absinthe, and she brought me some very good cognac, and I have not cracked those bottles, and it's just because I cherish them. So I want to thank you for good looking out. Y'all, you want you a fantastic, because I have tasted some, Magnolia Crescent Orchard non-alcoholic wine. Y'all need to check my people out over there. She's the bomb. Her and her husband doing the damn thing over there. Y'all need to check that out. It is good stuff. Yeah, as a matter of fact, Magnolia Crescent Orchards. Be sure to put your information in the feed. Just type it in. So that those who are on the YouTube channel can actually check you out, and we'll even read it, as a matter of fact. Janet Wooten, how you doing? Dallas in the building. My man Dallas Brown. Nita 7307. Jerome Cook, what's up, Doc? I see you. My man, I appreciate you, brother. My man Bruce said he ride or die with the inside Steppin. You that dude. And by the way, he's gonna be. Little Birdie told me he might be trying to come back out to the game a little bit. What's up? What's up, Tree? Come on with it, baby. You know what I'm saying? The more the merrier. We need that old school blood in the building. So I, for one, would appreciate you very much. Lady sings the news, ma'am. I was just talking about you the other night. I need to hear from you. You and I have a conversation on the table. My man Dennis Howard Hodges, Pastor D out there in Cali. Sharisa Lachey. By the way, Vanilla Drop, what's up? Right quick, let me throw this in. My prayers go up and out to my California brethren. Y'all stay safe out there. It's a bad situation. We all, for those of us who have the luxury of sitting back in the comforts of our home and our abode, and and look around. And this is something I want us all to think about real hard. Sometimes we complain about our situations and the places that we're at in our life, but I want you to think about, as you sit and you watch this show, and you're sitting at your computer, or you're sitting at with your cellular device, and you relaxed at the crib, you dig? I want you to look around you and think about all of the things that you take for granted. I want you to look around you and think about how hard you worked to gain and maintain the things that you have. And I want you to imagine that if 1 hour from now, all of it was set on fire and gone, never to be recovered. You ain't got an hour. You ain't got time to take all your valuables and the things that you cherish the most out the door with you. I want you to think about that. And I want you to take the time and keep in mind those who have lost so much and are about to lose even more simply because jobs are gone now. Housing is now, they weren't already having a housing issue out in California anyway. Now it's getting ready to get even worse. Now, don't get it twisted. We all think sometimes that everybody, they live out in Cali, they got bread. Everybody don't have bread. Some very wealthy people lost their stuff, but then again, some folks that couldn't afford to lose nothing lost their stuff too. And the insurance companies, you know what I'm saying, some of them are acting right, some of them ain't. I think the fallout is going to be much greater than what we realize. Prayers out to and condolences to those family members that have been lost, because there are some. And so, just y'all keep these things in mind as we go about our day, taking so much for granted as we do on a regular basis. You dig? Marlon Brown, what's up, family? Bernice Newsom Short in the house. I see you. Thank you for coming through. Big sis Candace is up in here too. Yeah. Vonda Powell, I see you. I see you, Vonda. Don't be trying to hide. David Calhoun, what's up, family? Kenneth Wynn, I see you. Y'all all up in the building. That's what I'm talking about. So let me say this here. DJ Grice, what's up? Y'all, I always want to, I have to make it abundantly clear to you guys, my audience, how much I appreciate y'all. There have been plenty of days where I wanted to quit doing this. Plenty of days where I wanted to walk away, but I don't and I can't. Why are you looking at me like that? See, this is what I got to deal with. When I'm being transparent, I get them sharp stares from the peanut gallery over there. Word. I get them piercing arrows coming my way. But let me tell y'all something. I do this because I need y'all to understand, no matter what happens, I'm still a stepper and I'm still about this life. I'm still part of this community. And I want you to, sometimes people don't really understand the level of and this is going to segue into one of my subjects for tonight. Some people don't understand the level of commitment that's required, not just for me, but for the people who consistently promote and do a good job, not just people who out here jumping around, people who constantly teach and do a good job, the DJs who do their job and do it well. Let me tell y'all something. Shout out to the Tea Lady and the Candy Man, Tea Candy, Latika Billups and Candy and Myron. Look here, they did a live this week that was very telling about a lot of things in the DJ game. And y'all know lately we've been talking a lot about that. We did the DJ forum last year, last part of last year. We're going to do a promoters forum coming up. That's going to be along the same lines. We're going to have a panel of promoters and we're going to discuss the ins and outs of promotion for events. We got that schedule coming up, myself and Ambassador Kevin Nevels, my co-host. Now, I want y'all to understand a few things about all of this stuff. As DJs, wrap your mind around this. We just did, for those of you who keep up with what we do, my daughter's wedding just passed here in November. And that DJ got paid an exorbitant amount of money. When the promoters do these, hey Norma, I see you, what's up? That's Normal. That's one of the fun girls. When promoters do these events, let's say, for example, a promoter did an event and they didn't have one of us DJs that they could call and they had to use a house DJ or a hotel DJ or a DJ from somewhere else. I need y'all to understand the amount of money that these DJs get paid. And then when you start bringing in equipment, it's extremely easy for that tab to get up around $3,000 or $4,000. And I'm talking about quick. The base salary of a DJ for a 5-hour event in some places, that I know about, is $1,650. Now, why am I talking about this? Why am I bringing this up? I'm bringing this up because I want all my DJ family to start giving some real serious thought to what needs to take place in regard to the way we are handled, we are treated, and the way things are done around the Steppers community. Here's why. My man, Michael Samsonite in the building. My DJ brethren right there. Here's why I'm saying what I'm saying. I have other family members and friends who are DJs that don't do nothing dealing with stepping. And they get paid at the minimum twice what we make. I happen to know for a fact that there are 2 or 3 DJs that are in my immediate circle who lose money going to DJ an event. They make so much money doing their regular everyday job that when somebody calls them and says, I want you to DJ my event, they literally, if they have to take off a Friday or a Thursday or whatever day, they lose more money in those 2 days than a promoter is willing to pay them in the Steppers community to DJ a set. Now, I want y'all to think about that. Think about the fact that as DJs, we are the first ones there, and we are the last ones to leave when that event is over. So while y'all are partying, well, before y'all party, while y'all dressing, doing whatever you do, y'all doing y'all thing. We're setting up. We 2 hours in the game already. Then we got to play a good set that's acceptable without getting dragged because we didn't play a good set. And then when that set is over, we got to break down speakers and all other equipment to come with it. God forbid we set up lights. That's another hour, 2 hours, because we don't just throw our stuff in the truck. We roll our cords up like we're supposed to. We have to pull up all the tape that we put down to keep you from falling over wires and everything else that go with that. Professionalism. Now, I'm saying all of that to say, my DJ brethren, because I know it's a bunch of y'all listening, and even some of y'all that ain't going to acknowledge, understand this. The backbiting and the fighting and all you cats that want to run around out here and be like, I'll do it for free. First of all, you get what you pay for to my promoters. Secondly, just understand that you give and disrespect this whole game and you give it a whole black eye when you do that. One thing about me, I came into this game, I don't want to use the term by accident. I came into this game as a necessity for the region that I'm in and for my parties. So I had to do what I did. But I'll never disrespect this community by not charging a promoter to have me play. When I first started doing my thing, they used to sometimes get mad at me because I would say, I'm not a DJ. I'm a guy playing music for my crowd. And some of the DJs were like, no, you a DJ, you doing your thing now. But I worked my way up to that. I didn't give myself a DJ name. It was given to me. It was bestowed upon me by my peers. Why? Because I respect what they do, and I respected it enough to not allow somebody to just use me all because I'm trying to get some level of recognition. Now, a good point was made. And also, DJ Grice makes a good point, not to mention the time we spend researching music. Bro, if you had any idea, the good DJs, they spend their time with their music. They make sure things are where they belong and what needs to happen happens. But I'm saying that to say that I want to turn this whole thing into a DJ conversation because that's not where I was going tonight, but I want to point these things out. A lot of very good points were made in that live between Tika and Candyman, and Candyman got a lot off his chest, and I appreciate him for that. But the simple fact is we got DJs out here that's really backbiting and backstabbing and fighting each other over that little funky money that these promoters want to pay us. Who getting pimped? I mean, let's keep it a buck. I'm going to tell you just like this. When it comes to inside stepping my DJing abilities and willingness to do so moving forward, my price is my price. You either want it or you don't. I would like to see my other DJ family take and adjust to that same attitude, and respect each other before we do anything else, and make sure that that we move forward amicably and be smart. And I mean, let's keep it a buck. It's some DJs out here that don't like me. It's some I don't like. But I'm going to respect them, and I'm going to respect what they do if they are good at what they do. But I'm still going to respect the fact that as long as they're taking care of their business the way that they should and be professional and not get the rest of us a black eye and make us look crazy, hey, man, it is what it is. You know what I mean? But respect the game. I was fortunate enough to be put in contact with a young man, very young guy, coming into this steppers world wanting to be a DJ. And he asked me some things about how I felt about certain things and about moving forward in this community. And I gave him the best possible advice that I had to offer him. And the main one is always remain a student and pay attention to your fellow DJs. Pay attention to your peers. See what they're doing. See what's happening out here. And don't ever get so arrogant and so caught up in yourself that the only person that you plan at the set for is you. All right. Now, I'm going to get off of the DJ thing for the most part because that's a whole rabbit hole. But I'm saying that also to say this. Inside Steppin, moving forward is going to be moving a little differently as well. Well, maybe not differently, but my days of freebies and, I'm trying to help people and, giving people shout outs and talking about other people's events and all of this type of thing and not getting no love for it, no respect for it. Listen, I don't owe none of y'all nothing. You promoters I'm talking to. I don't owe y'all jack. If you ain't spent no money with me, I ain't got to advertise your event. And this is not to be arrogant, but let's keep it a buck. This is the number one media outlet for Steppin that there is. And I'm not saying that because I'm expecting some type of accolade. I'm saying that because not only is it the truth, but my job is to make sure that the people are informed, period. Whatever that means and whatever that takes. However people feel about that, there are people who don't even like the idea that I do this because I expose a lot. I expose a lot of people. I expose a lot of things. I do it subtly, sometimes a little more maybe abrasively than some people care for or like. But my point is to make sure that y'all get it. Why? Because I don't want to see people run away from this dance because of stuff that they see and stuff that they've had to experience at the hands of unscrupulous individuals. Let's keep it a buck. I'm trying to keep the integrity of the dance together. I'll be damned if I'm going to let one or two bad actors cause a bunch of people to say, oh, I ain't fooling with them steppers, man. It's because I'm going to tell you, I've heard that. And I know some of y'all have too. I know y'all hear it. I know y'all hear people, oh, I don't fool with that stepping. It's too messy. It's too much mess going on in stepping. It's mess going on no matter where you go. I don't care what activity you take part in. I don't care what community you join. It's going to be mess. I'm a biker. It's stuff that goes on in the biker world. But it's a lot of stuff that don't go on in the biker world because some of the stuff that y'all do will get your head split. It's stuff that goes on in the bowling world. It's stuff goes on in the skating world. It's stuff that goes on in the chess playing world. I don't care what the activity is. There's going to always be people that's going to cause problems. I don't give a damn. So if you think that you're going to avoid problems because you avoid a particular activity or something that you care about, that's a foolish notion. You should probably think differently. It's kind of like people who say they don't go to church because of the people at the church. That ain't why you're supposed to be going there. And I'm not encouraging nobody to go or not go, but that's the truth. People go there for their own reasons. This dance has been instrumental in assisting a lot of people in their life. It has helped people to get past death, addiction, abuse, and many other things. On the other hand, it's caused some people to, come to some realizations about who they are and what their life is like, what their life is really like. You've had people to come into levels of confidence in their life that they've never had before because of this dance. You know, there are days, because of my background of being a bit of a streety kind of guy, sometimes I laugh. I remember it was a movie. What was the movie, or was it a TV show? It was some movie, a TV show, where the guys, it was in the 70s, it was during the disco era. I can't remember the name of the movie. Anyway, these dudes were some straight up gangsters, but they was dancers. And it always cracked me up. West Side Story. No. That's a musical. I'm talking about it was a movie with black people. Anyway, it tripped me out because the guy, he was a straight up G, but it was during the disco era. Anyway, the thing was, what cracked me up was that these dudes run around trying to kill each other, but when they get on the dance floor, it was a different world. And that is exactly the way things kind of was coming up in this dance. I heard somebody make a sideways comment about one of our own in this community, about him being a criminal. Let me tell y'all something. Be careful what you say about the people in this community, because if you're in this dance and you're from Chicago and you're over the age of 50, 9 times out of 10, you got some criminal elements around or a part of your life. Not true. Don't tell me what to talk about.
I just said not true.
No.
I said not true. I don't agree with it.
Okay, name one person who was stepping when you was coming up that wasn't a criminal. Name one.
I'm not going.
Name one.
It's plenty.
Name one.
I'm not naming.
I just said name one. That's all you got to do. That should be real easy.
I'm not naming.
Name one. You can't.
It's plenty.
Name one.
It's plenty.
I ain't gonna argue with you. Like I said, name one. My point is, and I said in and or around criminal elements. Anyway, that's a sidebar. My point of what I'm saying is, let's not be judging each other. We come to the sets to dance, have a good time, and move around in ways that should be beneficial and fun. I told that young fellow when I had him on the phone the other night, always remain a student of this game. Always have fun. When it stops being fun, that's when you got a problem. That's when it's going to get ugly. Okay? This is when people start bringing their baggage in. Look, Kurt White talking about Kurt White. Yeah, okay, Kurt. Anyway, I'm saying that to say, how about we don't worry about what somebody else is doing and it don't affect you? Mind the business that pays you. And that's all. Come to these dances. Come to these sets. Look, I got sets going on right here in San Antonio right now. Finally back again. There are people here who don't care for me. Never been to Chicago, don't know nothing about the dance, but they try to tell me that what all they like I don't know nothing. They got all the answers. But guess what? Anywhere I'm having a set, they still welcome. My door is open. I don't give a damn. You can come in there, you ain't got to say nothing to me if that's your choice. I'm going to play my box, you dance, and you go home. Because that personal stuff, I don't care nothing about it. I'm here for the culture of what we do. Same reason I do this show every week, because I want y'all to understand, because I want y'all to get the messages, because I want y'all to understand that we can coexist. We ain't got to be all kumbaya. We ain't got to love each other. We just don't. All we got to do, Dark Him in the building, what's up, family? El Lamar Lamar. We ain't got to do all that. Come, dance, go home. Come to the set, do your dance, go home. Touch the people's hands you want to touch, go home. It ain't rocket science, y'all. We can coexist. Everybody can. Kathleen Rose Davis, baby, she's saying nobody gonna rain on my parade. Exactly. Exactly. You know. Let me also say, I'm gonna just throw this little side note in right quick to my promoters. Promoters, if you're doing a set and you throwing all these big faces on your flyers because you want people to come to your event, make sure you got one of your local DJs on there. Do not be trying to give a set and don't respect your local folks. Okay? When I talk about, for example, with Inside Steppin, you know, a lot of promoters tend to forget. I think some of y'all think that just by virtue of giving a set, everybody just gonna show up. Some of you think that you're more popular than you really are. You probably want to use some form of advertisement. Let me just make that suggestion to you. Be better about advertising your event. A lot of y'all are not successful for that very reason. I can tell you this, and this is a shameless plug for Inside Steppin. We sell tables. We sell tickets. A lot of y'all, and thankfully, because I respect you, a lot of y'all show up because we're there. Man, you know how many times we've been at an event and people roll up on the welcoming table, be like, oh yeah, I came here because I heard it on Inside Steppin. If you think Inside Steppin is just something where we playing around, we over here just, you know, we just over here just running our mouth and ain't nothing happening, you got it wrong. You can ask any promoter that's worked with us and they'll tell you they sell tickets because sometimes, now I mean, I'm not saying all they tickets, I'm saying we are responsible for a nice amount of tickets at most events. Get your advertising in. I pass the flyers out when I go. And yes, and we do pass out other people's flyers for them that we're involved with at those sets. Because they're not going to be able to travel everywhere. Because everybody can't be everywhere. That's right. Producer lady said everybody can't be everywhere, and she's right. But we're going to have to get past a lot of the nonsense. And I'm telling y'all, this is some of the stuff that I want to see for 2025. I know it's a stretch because this very much reminds me of when I do the Black Factor. A lot of people have been asking me about bringing the Black Factor back and coming back into the fold with that. But I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I get discouraged because I don't understand why our people just don't get it. Why we cannot wrap our minds around getting together and doing what we need to do collectively. And then we wonder why we stay losing. See, black folks don't mind losing sometimes as long as they look good doing it. And that's the sad part about it, you know. Now, I want to talk about another thing. And I've talked about this before. I am, for 2025, I'm tired of other dance genres piggybacking off Steppin. I've talked about this before. I want to encourage you, the audience, the people, the real heavy hitters of the Steppers game. Y'all are the heavy hitters. The people who spend their money and get on them planes and come to these events, y'all are the heavy hitters. Real talk. Who else is spending all that money? Okay. I want to encourage y'all. I
said outfits, plane fare.
That's right. Hotel. Outfits, plane fare, hotel, all that. I want to encourage y'all to start holding your promoters accountable. And you vote with your dollars. If they're not doing what they're supposed to do, if they're not living up to what their expectation is or what they are supposed to be doing or whatever they've promised you, don't support it. Now, I am in no way trying to tell y'all who to support and who not to support. As a consumer of Steppin, not Inside Steppin, but as a personal Brian Forbes consumer of Inside Steppin, there are going to be things that I'm going to say and talk about because I like it, because it fits the narrative that I believe Steppin culture should be living under. So yes, you will hear me say, y'all, this is the bomb as an example. And my man Kenneth Wynn just put up on the YouTube channel, he just said, yes, Baton Rouge, Patrice Robbins doesn't disappoint. He ain't lying. Now, Patrice was supposed to be on the show with me tonight while we talk about her event, because I will be there myself the end of the month here. If you ain't
She's scared to come on.
I don't know. She was supposed to call me. I ain't heard from her. If you want to go to a fire stepper set that's fun, it ain't too big, it ain't too small, and it's lit.
And it's a casino there, and it's Louisiana. You get some good shrimp.
We talking about a step set right now. She talking about the
alligator.
restaurants and the alligator and the shrimp. I'm talking about the set. And by the way, Patrice Robbins is a hell of a caterer, and she always sets the food out, and it's always fire. I'm gonna just tell y'all like this: that rose gold set is the bomb. I had a hell of a time last year, and the highlight of that event for me was the second line. Man, them boys came out and shocked the hell out of me. I mean, it was like, whoa. They came in the room, man. They was lit. Anyway, that's one to go to. That's one that
I think that's a weird thing. A lot of people who do the events or hire inside stepping, and then they scared. I'm not saying Patrice. I don't know what the situation is with Patrice, but how they scared to advertise their events.
Well, everybody is not see, this is the thing. Everybody is not everything. So we have to make provisions for our brethren and our family around the steppers community. Just because a person dances well doesn't make them a great instructor. Just because a person is a good promoter doesn't make them, and when I say a good promoter, I mean a person who knows how to put on an event doesn't mean that they're great at being on the camera or on the microphone. Mm-hmm. You know, you have all of these sorts of things that can be true. So we have to, we got to make provisions for these types of things. Let's see. Hey, Jerry. That's my girl, Jerry Baskerville. And Jerry Baskerville is on the team over there with the Emerald set. They got that coming up here right now, right quick.
Your phone is not on.
I know it's supposed to be turned down. Hold on. Let me see let me just see here. Looks like we got somebody trying to ring in. Let me see if we can get them in here. But I want, for 2025, y'all, I want people to begin to let go of the petty. The petty stuff is giving the game a black eye, I know it's hard because some of us that's just how we built. And I'm not gonna lie, it's hard. It's difficult sometimes. Like even for me, when I'm around people who don't, I think what I want to say is this: it ain't nothing worse than being loud and wrong. It ain't nothing worse than being the person that is making all the noise and is ineffective with it. And I know people like this. Tim Ellington says, if I had a stepper set, I would budget for advertising on the inside stepping. That's a good business decision. Tim Ellington, absolutely it is. And the proof is in the numbers. The proof is in the pudding. You can ask any promoter that's used us. They'll tell you straight up. We have tables of people. So, oftentimes, people will sit up and, they'll call us and they'll tell the promoter, well, I'm coming for Inside Steppin'. So Inside Steppin' usually have a couple of tables reserved for the people who come through for us. So, yeah, we definitely do that. Let's see. See Juan's in the building. What's happening? Patrice Dalcour. Hey, Riri. That's my girl over there in Houston. Deborah Wright in the building. Let's see. C1 says, the people show up at Steppin' Set you and Poppy go to because of the passion y'all have in the culture. We can see and hear how y'all speak about this dance. Also, y'all ain't gonna waste no money either. You're absolutely right. We ain't gonna waste a dime.
Thank you. And we don't want you to waste it.
That's right. And we don't want y'all to waste it either, because look, and I'm gonna tell y'all, with this current political climate, we don't know what's gonna happen next. So we definitely ain't got no money to be wasting. Why is Kat? What's up? I ain't seen you in a minute. Where you been, girl?
She got a cute little grandbaby. She ain't thinking about us.
Let me see here. Oh, is that what's happening? She got grand folks over there, grandbabies, taking care of them grandbabies. I'm looking forward to the roster for this year, but I am gonna say this: we're gonna be very mindful about how we move in the coming year as well.
The plane tickets is a little outrageous.
Yeah, the plane tickets done went up. They look, everything going up, and it's gonna continue to go up. Hey, everybody think it's sweet, and it's, it ain't gonna be no,
Sorry, I'm not paying $1,600 a round trip to fly local to party.
What you say? No wows.
Out the country.
Yeah, no. Let me see.
Hey, Brian.
Hey, how you doing? You got some light in there? What she said?
Let me see if I can turn on some. I'm in the car.
There she is. All right, ladies and
Hey,
gentlemen, hold on. Look, we done speak of the devil, y'all. We done talked her up. Ladies and gentlemen, let me
how
introduce you
y'all
to
doing?
Miss Patrice Robbins, Miss Rose Gold set herself. What's going on, young lady?
Nothing much. Just trying to get home. A lot of mishaps. Hello, everybody. Good evening.
That's what happens when you coming close to the time to do your event. It's gonna be some mishaps. Hey, look, that's they call that, you got to put out them fires.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And you do a good job of it, because as far as I can tell, if there's any mistakes being made, I don't see them and haven't seen them, so that's a good thing. So,
Thank you so much.
young lady, tell us about your upcoming event. The world want to know, because I talk about it, but it can't get better than coming from you.
Okay, y'all. Well, I just want to let you guys know, coming January 31st to February the 2nd, we got the It's Carnival Time Mardi Gras stepper set in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Y'all, it's something to see. It's cost efficient. You're going to get your money's worth. On Friday, you're going to eat good. We got fried fish. We're going to have crawfish etouffee. We're going to give you a taste of Louisiana.
Okay.
We're going to bring New Orleans to Louisiana.
Crawfish etouffee. Y'all heard that, right?
Okay.
You can only do that in Louisiana, y'all. So, Patrice, tell us what your lineup is looking like.
Okay, our lineup, we have the Texas Boys coming to help me co-host. And also we got the we got Brian DJ Be Real on the day party, y'all. That's Saturday. He's gonna come cut up. So we got Pony Mac Friday night with Daryl Smooth Greenwood from Houston. They tag teaming both nights, y'all. So all 3 days. They tag teaming all 3 days. So it's gonna be a party. Yeah, it's going down. And we got some surprises for y'all, too. I know y'all heard about them Indians last year. Brian talk about it all the time.
Yeah.
Pop talk about it. So we bringing them back. So it's going to be a party, y'all. Come check us out in Baton Rouge. Them Rose Gold Steppers going to bring y'all a touch of Mardi Gras.
Yeah, all I got to say is I was pleasantly surprised, and I had a fantastic time, and I am looking forward to what this one here is gonna be like. So, so you got Devin and Tommy as MCs, huh?
Yeah, they co-hosting with me. They gonna talk this time. I'm gonna give them the mic. They gonna be talking this time.
What'd you say? They gonna talk this time?
They gonna talk this time.
That's funny.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So what? Give the dates, because you might have a few folks that want to make that last minute ride.
Right.
Give them all the information.
We added a Thursday night. So we giving an old school house party. I'm going to cook for everybody. We're going to have liquor. We're going to drink. We're going to party on Thursday night too. So Friday is from Thursday the 30th to February 2nd. So if you guys don't have anything planned, take that ride down. Our road's going to lead to Baton Rouge, Louisiana. January 30th to February 2nd. Yes,
All
sir.
right. Shoot. Okay. That's what I'm talking about. So what hotel is that? It's right there off of was it Airline Road or
Yes, the Holiday Inn South on Airline Highway is 9990 Airline Highway. And y'all, we gonna have a whole hotel. We got more people that's gonna be here this time, Brian. We got a
oh
bigger
wow.
list this time, so we gonna have this whole hotel.
You know,
Last year we had
now
the
let me,
whole
you know what?
hotel,
I'm glad
y'all.
you
We
brought
had
that
a
up.
ball.
I'm glad you brought that up. Now let me say something. This is, you
Mm-hmm.
know, I talk about in this stepping game, I talk about relationships all the time. I tell people they need to make sure that they have relationships, form relationships, and be ready to, you know, get stuff done with their events and the people around their events. And let me say this, y'all. That hotel, we had that whole spot turned out. The hotel staff was
Yes,
phenomenal.
sir.
They were so accommodating. This is when you know you got a good event going on, when the people that are there work with you as much as they do, and they make everything right, man. They made it that
Yeah.
much more enjoyable. So kudos to you for picking a great
Yes,
spot.
sir.
And everything is in the
Thank you.
hotel,
And
y'all.
again, yeah. Everything in the hotel, and it's breakfast included too, which is stay. So you get up there, you know, some cook to order breakfast, not that continental stuff. You eat a full breakfast. So
She
that's
said, not that
included in
continental
your
stuff.
stay. Not that
Well,
continental stuff.
we know you
So
serious about the food, so
oh yeah. Oh
we
yeah.
know you gonna make sure everybody eat.
Had a rose gold stepper set.
Yeah, that's what's
Yeah.
happening. That is definitely what's happening. Well, look here,
So
Patrice.
we looking forward.
Huh?
hmm
Oh yeah, tell us. The color theme is what? Mardi Gras colors, right?
Okay, it's Mardi Gras colors, y'all. Friday night is casual Mardi Gras colors.
Mm-hmm.
Saturday they said rep your city, dress in your Mardi Gras colors. And then Saturday night is the ball. Also is Step a Sharp, Mardi Gras colors. And Sunday we have a event T-shirt. If anybody purchases a T-shirt, we're gonna wear our T-shirts on that Sunday, the farewell.
Got you.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Sound like what? Kurt White talking about, are they gonna have breakfast? Yes, Kurt. Get on the plane, Jack. Let's
Yes,
go.
Mr. Kurt.
Let's go.
They can drive. It's
Let's
not that
go.
far.
Please, they up in Chicago. They ain't gonna drive. Man, get on a plane, man. We gonna see y'all in New Orleans. In Baton Rouge, couple of weeks. Don't play no game. You and
Yes.
Bridget.
Believe it or not, Mr. Brian, Kurt started me off with my very first event. Mr. Kurt and Miss Bridget came, and Mr. Kurt did a workshop, and it was awesome. My
See
very
that?
first event.
Relationships.
Yeah.
Relationships. I tell people all the time, you got to have them.
And that's what I've been building. I've been getting out there, meeting people, talking to people, showing myself friendly. So that's what I've been doing, building me some relationships.
That's what's up. That's what's happening.
Yes, sir.
Patrice, you got anything you want to leave with the people before you go?
Well, I'm just asking you guys to come out and support those Rose Gold Steppers. It's a set that you won't be disappointed. Is worth all your money.
Yep.
And some more.
Yep.
So you guys just come out and have a good time with those Rose Gold Steppers.
Well, thank
we
you.
look forward to seeing you guys.
Yeah, we looking forward to being there. So, all right. Well, thank you very much, Patrice. We appreciate you coming through and kicking it with us for a minute.
Okay, thank you for having me.
Yes, ma'am. Talk to you
Patrice,
soon.
What you say, Poppy?
You wasn't scared, girl. You did it.
You know I'm a hustler and I'm out here trying to get things together.
That's
I'm
funny.
out here trying to make this money and everything. So you know how it goes,
I
Poppy.
understand. Thank you.
Handle your business, baby. Thank you. Take care.
Okay, good night.
All right.
Bye-bye.
All right, y'all. That was Miss Patrice Robbins from the Rose Gold set. She was wanting to chime in and talk about her event right quick. And, you know, we'll be there. It's going to be a really, really good event, y'all. That's January 31st through February 1st. It's going to be a lot of fun. Like I said, it's one of those events that you go to and you just get to kind of kick it. And everybody is cool and everybody is happy and it ain't a bunch of bull BS going on. And so that's what's happening. Now, last thing I want to talk about tonight, before we get out of here. In recent weeks, we actually kind of touched on it a little bit, but I want to finish it off with this here. True Queen 45, I see you. In recent weeks, I've seen some things that give me pause about the future of stepping. I've been an advocate for all forms of this dance from the word go. Admittedly, I've always been more partial to and have bias toward the original dance. However, in recent years, I have come to realize that what I believe was the magic of that form of the dance is slowly dwindling and becoming defunct. Yes, I know that there are individuals who are more than capable, but let's keep it a buck. We getting old. It don't look the same. It don't feel the same. And now that the 8-count format or the basic dance has become the dance of choice, I fear sometimes that some of the displays that take place of what's supposed to be what created where we are becoming very lackluster and, in fact, turning people sometimes off and away. I'm like this. If you can't do it right, how about we don't do it? How about we just, stick to the structured portion of the dance? I know I'm being transparent right now. I'm just giving it like it is. I sometimes don't even know what to say about that. Samsonite, the cost on the rose gold, I don't know. I don't see the overall cost. Wait a minute. Hold on. I'll tell you in 1 second. Well, for Saturday, Saturday is $25 at the door. And Sunday is $25 at the door. Okay, wait, that's the day set. Wait a minute, hold on. No. Okay, I see what it is. I think it's supposed to be like $100 for the weekend. Let me see. But she's got the what? I don't know what the pass costs. Poppy's getting ready to check on that right now.
Funny, she on the screen in the back.
But
hey, how much is the weekend?
But the days
$100 pass.
$100 for the pass.
Okay.
Now Friday night is $50 at the door. Saturday day set is $25 at the door. Saturday night set is $50 at the door, and the Sunday day set is $25 at the door. So for half of that, basically, you get the weekend pass for the $100, which is still of a deal if you ask me, because there's food involved and everything. It's a good thing.
$100 if you still get in advance. Say you saw it on Inside
$100 if you
Steppin'.
get it in advance and you say you saw it on Inside
If
Steppin'.
you get to the door, it's $125 for the weekend.
Oh, okay. $125 for the weekend at the door.
For the pass.
Miss Tony Brown Huff in the building. DJ Fly Diva in the house. Hey, by the way.
Fly Diva need to call us.
By the way, Ms. Huff, fantastic promoter. She did a fabulous job over the New Year's weekend. Listen, when I tell you we had a great time, that was how they say it, a time was had. That was a party for the ages. And let me tell y'all something. Well, when we talk about the promoters again, Tony, I watched her make her way around the room and checked with people and checked with each table to find out if everybody was okay, if they needed anything, and if they were having a good time. Promoters etiquette 101, y'all. Take a note from that. A lot of people don't do that. A lot of promoters walk around like they so busy and the world is, I know a promoter. I literally watched him avoid everything and everybody for an entire weekend. Walked around like everything, he was so busy. So man, look, if you ain't got it all together by the time it's showtime, you probably need to either get you a better team or stop doing it. I'm just saying. So anyway, back to my topic at hand. Whatever the things that we're doing And I want you to look at yourselves individually and think about whatever the things that you may do or say, or things that people around you may do or say that you know may turn people who are new in this dance off. Try to help them along a little bit. We don't want to see people run away from this beautiful, beautiful Black culture, this cultural experience, this historic journey that we are all on because of somebody's nonsense, messiness, and BS.
Is BS part of the Mean Girl Club?
Being part of the Mean Girl Clubs is part of the BS. That's just one of them.
It's a lot of mean girls.
And then you got the guys that, you know, like to try to run through all the women. Then you got some of the women that like to run through some of the guys. I mean, don't get me wrong, people going people. But it ain't got nothing to do with the dance. Be careful who you call your friends out here in this game.
Lordy.
Because it's a whole lot of folks out here that have a lot of ulterior motives and a lot of other stuff going on in their head. And they would rather use you to social climb, to make themselves look better. They'll tear others down to build themselves up and a whole bunch of other stuff. And at the end of the day, what does it benefit any of us? Individually, and here's what people who do stuff like that really don't understand. If you think people don't see you, if you think for 1 second that while you on your social climbing journey, people don't see how you moving, they may not say anything. They say stuff to me though. We hear an awful lot of stuff that we don't talk about. If you think people ain't paying attention, and if you think you that slick, ask yourself why people who do these things never last. They come and they go. They come and they go because they figure out that everybody else has figured them out. You're not going to last. You're not going to survive.
We hear about the promoters that don't want to pay the DJs. We hear about the promoters that don't want to pay the instructors. Don't pick the instructors up. Don't pick the DJs up at the airport. Leave them stranded. What kind of shit is that?
That's just that's on the promoter side. I'm talking about people in general, moving around this community, trying to become popular, putting their mouth on people,
and make sure you're
saying things. Make sure the DJ,
make sure DJs eat and have a drink, because they can't leave the DJ booth, and everybody don't have a spouse.
No, that's true. Very true. And you can't sit up here and continue to say things. Let me tell y'all something. The people from Chicago, especially, many of us have been knowing each other in excess at the minimum of 30 years, some 50 or more, depending on your age. I'm saying when you go to running your mouth and saying certain things and bringing up stuff, understand that a lot of us got a lot of history with each other. And even if we may not talk every day, and you running around here thinking you reinventing the wheel, I want you to know, we know. Some may not get said because we are in our kinder and gentler season. Well, some of y'all are, I'm not. And we
praying for you.
Yeah, my wife say they praying for me. Yeah, that's fine.
It's not working, but
I'm a work in progress. I'm getting better.
I'm going old school. I'm gonna get the ladies how we all grab hands and go around the whole building. That's what we need.
It's a whole lot of things that I don't do that I used to do. So I'm getting better. I'm working on it. Anyway, all I'm saying is, let's stop doing stuff and being messy and causing so many damn problems. I know this is all falling on deaf ears because people gonna do what they gonna do. It's just a mess out here. Riri, y'all, listen, when you're in Houston, Aurelia Petty Owens, you guys, that's my girl Riri. That's my sister right there. Y'all in Houston and you need transportation, you make sure you reach out to her. She will handle your business and get you where you need to go in the most professional and careful and conscientious way at a reasonable rate that there is possible. So when you get to Houston and you need a ride, y'all hit Riri. Aurelia Petty Owens, y'all. Look her up on Facebook. With that said, y'all, I done had my rant for the night. I just wanted to put a few things on the Stepper world's mind and give everybody an opportunity to just, have some food for thought. We got a lot of good stuff coming up right here locally. Matter of fact, on Martin Luther King March Day, that's January 20th, here in San Antonio, we have the largest Martin Luther King celebration in March in the country every year, right here in San Antonio, y'all. A couple of years I rode on, I went on horseback and do different things. This year we're doing a party. We're doing an after March set over there at Jay-Z to be my man, Brian Jeffries, Chicago's own, Inglewood. He's got a beautiful, beautiful restaurant here, and the food is off the chain. So we're going to be over there starting at 11 o'clock on Monday. We're going to fire up the box. All my steppers, my Chicago people that's here in San Antonio moving around, y'all welcome to come through and hang out, get your step on, get your eat on, because the food will be off the chain. We're going to do that thing. And then the following weekend, you guys, we will be back at Jay's Eatery for our monthly set, fourth Saturday. We're going to be right there at Jay's Eatery doing the damn thing. So y'all come on through, hang out, get your dance on. Get your dance on. I haven't reached the point where well, let me not say that. I'm getting better. I'm a work in progress. Y'all know. William Owens, my man, Blue in the building. The collaboration is real, sir. Yes, sir, it is. All right. Is that it? We got anything else? Producer lady?
Make sure your DJs eat.
Come over
drink.
here and to the microphone. I thought you had something to say. Okay, let's see. Making sure, I'm making sure we got everything covered, y'all. I want to make sure we touched all the bases. All right, so with that said, I want everybody to have yourselves a wonderful rest of the week. Enjoy everything there is to enjoy. Reggie Clayton, what's happening, man? He said, Jay's food is the truth. Yes, sir, it is.
Come on down.
I want everybody to enjoy the rest of y'all's week, man. And, like I said, keep the people out in Cali in your heart and be thankful and grateful that you'll come home to a house that's still standing on tomorrow. God willing, and the creek don't rise. In other words, you don't get flooded. But I'm saying that to say, let's just take what we have and be thankful and grateful for it, because we're not in a situation at this moment where we're having to deal with what these people in California deal with. So keep them in your prayers, and be thankful. All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is about that time for me to get the hell out of here. Have a good night, y'all. Peace. The views and opinions expressed in this program are not necessarily those of its hosts, Urban Arts Enterprises, its advertisers, or affiliates, and are those of the speakers and do not necessarily reflect the views and the positions of any entities they represent. Mm.